Welcome to the Premier Inn in Carrickfergus. Now let's check it out. We all like to get away now and again, and what better way than to spend a few nights at a hotel? We're here this week as we check into 3 hotels so we can check them out for you. Well, here is a lesson for the future. I prefer to be on the top floor and I should have requested it. I actually couldn't remember if there was just one floor at this hotel. We stayed here before a few years ago. It's on 2 floors, well 3 actually. The ground floor is called 0 and then we're in the middle floor, floor 1. And then there's a floor above us. It's just in case there's people walking around because I don't like stamping feet. But it just hadn't occurred to me that I should have requested the top floor. It doesn't matter, hopefully we'll not hear anything. We didn't have a problem when we stayed here the last time, and I can't remember what floor we were on. So take us on a room tour, please, Paul.
So here is where the hangars and the storage spaces. There are 6 hangars, and this is the storage area, I'm assuming.
Well, we put our suitcases there, yeah.
And then here's like 4 of these cupboard thingies. These are pillows, I'm presuming.
Extra pillows. There's a bottle opener, which is good. We always carry one with us anyway. And your all-important hair dryer is there. And there is a towel sitting in there. So that's 1 bath towel. So we'll count the rest of the bath towels when we get to it. There's a mirror.
There's a light.
Check that it works. Very nice. A very important fan. It actually feels quite warm in here, even though it's not the warmest day of the year while we're here at the end of June. But we did know that there wasn't AC. It said that online, but they have provided a fan. Just check that it works, please, Paul. And we've got a table with a chair, somewhere where I can sit and do my editing. There is a food menu for the Brewers Fayre, which is downstairs, and we're going to be going there. So there's information about the drinks and the food. And then there is the hospitality tray with the milks, usual tea and coffee. And I love these glasses, or glass mugs.
It's like from the cafes, aren't they?
Yeah, that's very unusual. So that's a very nice touch. Right, why don't you try out the bed without jumping all over it too much?
Yeah, it seems pretty sturdy.
A standard Premier Inn bed.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are lights here by the bed. Let's try these. That's the main one. Top one. Yeah. Leave those on for now. Oh, you like this, don't you? The headboard, yeah, quite a soft one.
It's in the forest. The picture, like...
It's a psychedelic forest, I think, isn't it?
It seems like something like in those movies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It's nice, though, and it's got some traditional Premier Inn purple on it. Ah, so I thought there wasn't AC.
Maybe there isn't.
So how come there's a machine here?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's put it to the lowest and see what happens. Set room temperature.
Maybe not much happens.
Oh dear.
There was a sign downstairs that said that there is no air conditioning.
Ah, maybe they're getting ready for it. I don't know.
I did see it downstairs.
I guess they wouldn't provide a fan if there was air conditioning. There's another one of these forest type pictures here. The TV. Let's give that a go.
I think I would doubt that they would have YouTube on this.
Yes, I doubt it.
Is it even turning on?
But you never know. Oh no. Maybe you need to go closer.
How close?
Are there batteries in it, Paul?
Why are we getting a dud room?
Does it have to be switched on somewhere? This is weird. Oh, how did you do that?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
It's gone off again.
Do you think maybe there is like a delayed reaction? Or maybe we press 1 or something.
Well, I pressed 1 before. Okay, now let's see if things work. Volume, yeah.
But then how do we turn it on initially?
Well, I think you press 1.
Fine.
If there was YouTube, it would be by pressing this source button here.
I didn't.
And there isn't. So, oh no.
You
Okay.
mute it.
Okay, I've turned it off now. So we've got a chair, an armchair over here. You want to sit down and give it a go?
Yeah, I think that this mini pillow does provide some lumbar support. Yeah, it's okay.
And there's a little bedside table
On
both sides. Yeah, there's one over there as well.
I think you could put luggage under here.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Because it seems big enough to... Well, I'm not sure ours would fit because...
Oh, I think it
ours
would.
is quite big.
Yeah, it's not as big as that though.
Is it not?
No, that's a good idea rather than have it sitting
It's kind
out.
of like really big, isn't it?
Yeah.
One thing that we did notice is that they only have 3 charging points.
Yes, and this is something that we always check on hotels now, and we forgot to bring our extension cord, which has got an extra 3
We can
plugs
always
on
buy
it.
one, I suppose.
I don't think we're going to buy one. We'll just have to make good use of the time when we're charging things. So we'll have a look at where they are. There are 2 just under the TV, and one of them is being used for the fan. But of course, that's only if we had the fan on.
We might not need the fan.
And the other one is where the hairdryer is. Now, the thing is, what I would say, normally, you would have maybe some extra plugs along the wall somewhere. We've checked the whole way round.
I don't think that there is.
The heater is actually plugged into its own special socket. The kettle is plugged into its own special socket. And this lamp is plugged in to its own special socket. So those would be 3 places where you would possibly have a plug.
Do you think maybe there isn't as many plugs because they don't want us to run up the electricity bill?
Well, probably, yes.
Because that's the only reason why I'm like thinking that they're being so stingy with the 3.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to make sure that we charge things separately, I suppose, or when we need them while we're here. Let's have a look at the bathroom next.
So there is a
Towel, that's towel number 2.
towel rack. So there was a towel outside.
Yeah, that is
So-
a hand towel.
So here would adjust the temperature, and here would start the shower. I'm sure you could do bath, but no bath by.
No, it's this button here.
No, that is for the shower.
Yeah, that changes shower to
Yeah.
bath. And it's a rain type shower.
So hopefully there is enough water pressure.
There is a shower mat to stand on. And what are the amenities? Bayliss and Harding, oh that's good.
White tea and neroli.
Yeah, same there. So this is the hand wash. And at the sink, we've just got a sink.
And the toilet.
So wait, are there no glasses?
No,
No glasses.
I don't really need glasses.
So wait a minute, there would normally be glasses. I think that is why these mugs are made of glass. Because they're doubling up as glasses and
Are you
mugs.
serious?
Well, there's no glasses, so what do you think?
So I don't like this for 2 counts so far. The glasses and the plugs.
Yeah.
And also, we scoured the room. There's no safe either. So we have to lock our belongings in our suitcases. Not good, Premier N. Not good.
Maybe the view will be a plus point, and I think it is. It's not just the car park, Paul, although our car, we can see it over there, that white Volkswagen. But there is a bit of a view out to the water.
Is it the sea?
At Carrickfergus. Actually, look, there's a cruise liner. I think that's Belfast Lough. So there's a cruise liner going out. So there's a little bit of a view, and you can see Carrickfergus Sailing Club. Well, we're hungry and it's time to eat, and there's a Brewers Fayre here. Haven't been to one of these for quite a while, but I do have their loyalty card, so I'm hoping to pick up some points tonight.
Don't get caught spying on someone's YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus.
If if you're staying at the Premier Inn for more than one night and you'd like your room cleaned, you now have to let reception know before noon on that particular day. So you let them know, give them your room number, and then you put this on the door handle. I've let reception know I'd like my room cleaned. Just like that. It's time to vacate our room at the Premier Inn in Carrickfergus. So I think the first thing we'll talk about is the bed and how we slept. I thought it was very comfortable. I used the 2 pillows, Paul used the 2 pillows, and I think we both had a good night's sleep for the 2 nights that we were here.
Definitely.
So we need to mention the power sockets again. There were only 3 normal sockets, 2 underneath the TV and another one where the hairdryer is. But we did discover that there were 2 USB sockets, one underneath the lamps on either side of the bed. So we were able to use those. But I've got an adapter which has got 2 USBs on it, but it requires you to plug it into a normal plug. So I think even with the 3 plugs and 2 USBs, it still really wasn't enough.
Those are only for USB-A ones. So if you had the USB-B or USB-C, which is what we use for the iPhone, because the iPhone that we have, or like both of the phones that we're currently using, they use USB-C to do the charging. So we had to use the actual sockets rather than the ones over there because they weren't geared towards USB-C, if you see what I mean.
I did enjoy having a bath both evenings, and then I used the shower in the morning. It was quite a powerful rain shower and you could adjust the heat accordingly. So I would give that 10 out of 10.
So I think we mentioned when we checked in that there was no safe, which I think is a bit of an issue because most hotels would offer a safe for you to keep your valuables safe, such as your passport, etc. So I think that was something that was really lacking at the Premier Inn.
Perusing the menu again, Paul?
So when we had dinner at the Brewers Fayre, I had the Korean chili and barbecue chicken pizza. It was basically a pizza with like chili sauce with breaded chicken with pineapple and I think also spring onions. No, it was okay. I don't think that I would order it again. It was different and maybe I should have gone with the margarita. I don't know.
I was in the mood for a curry and I had the chicken tikka curry, which was served with rice, a papadum and mango chutney, and I added a naan bread for an extra 99p. So it was $11.59 plus the 99. And your pizza, Paul, it was the Korean chili and barbecue, and that was $12.79. And we also handed our Brewers Fayre loyalty card in to collect some points.
So we ordered 2 for £12 cocktails, and both of the cocktails were Aperol Spritz. Marcus had a pint of Guinness, and it was all pretty tasty.
So the breakfast on the first morning, the lady took our order off the menu, and I have to say that I didn't really like the sausages. They're sort of standard, bog standard sausages, not the type that you would expect in Northern Ireland, but I suppose because it's a chain, you're not going to get something, special. The bacon was a bit dry. The hash brown was quite nice. The mushrooms were okay, and the egg was adequate. I also had a slice or 2 of toast that I made through the very hot toasting rack. How did you find breakfast on the first day, Paul?
I sort of liked the sausages. I wasn't that keen on the bacon. I didn't have the black pudding. I liked the mushrooms. I thought that the fried eggs was a bit weird. I had the mini pain au chocolat, and I had brown toast and honey and butter, which was okay. I haven't had honey on toast for ages. On the second day, I had the fruit salad, and yeah, it was okay. And I think that I wasn't so keen on the fruit on the first day, but the fruit looked a bit more appetizing today and the last day.
So I had also a black pudding on the first day, and it was a little bit soggy. The second morning, so this morning, it was put out, the hot food was put out buffet style, and the guy said that was because when the hotel has more guests, they do it that way because it's quicker. So I thought that was better. So I avoided the sausages completely. I got some bacon, it was still a bit dry. The hash brown was as nice as it was. The fried egg, I'm afraid, was rubbery. And the mushrooms didn't taste as good as the first day. And I didn't get anything else from that section, but I did get one slice of toast and buttered that. On the first day, I had an apple juice. The second day, a cranberry juice. And then the coffee, I would say, I didn't even finish it, to be honest. It was just like nothing to write home about, really. I wouldn't want a second cup. I didn't even finish the first cup. So I'm afraid I would say, if I'm going to score it out of 10, I'd only give this about a 3 out of 10. But I guess the thing is, if you want the convenience, you don't want to leave the hotel, then you've got that, and it's worth it from that point of view because it fills a hole, as my mother used to say. I did like the view looking out onto Belfast's loch because I was able to see some ferries, the Stena line heading both directions between Belfast and Cairnryan was passing. And yeah, I think it was just nice to see the boats over there at the outskirts of the marina. Well, we hope that you enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you could do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a better coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.